This is going to be a love reading for Pisces. From these cards, we see a beautiful reading, a time in your life where soon things will just move really fast, and a time that sees you successful and happy. With the first card, we have the Magician, which in this case is really showing us your main element at this point in time. With the Magician, we have someone who's able to, first of all, manifest everything that they want. This person right here can focus on something, work towards that goal, and not only manifest it, but also make it bigger than what they've ever thought possible. And this being a love reading could be talking about someone who maybe you were pursuing for a while, maybe someone whom you've been with or you've started something at some point, but at that time, for some reason, things were not set up in a way that would have brought the situation to a successful place. Maybe they were far, they didn't live in the same city, maybe they were with someone else. The conditions at this point are changed in a way that it's seeing you being successful in whatever it is that you were putting your mind into. But also, the Magician, it's telling you that you went through a lot. You went through a lot of different situation, obstacles, struggled throughout a lot of different energies. And now, thanks also to all of those situations and all of that experience that you now have, you have all the tools in order to really manifest this goal of yours, which means that maybe in the past you weren't 100% confident. There were things that you were still work on as far as your self-esteem, the way you seen yourself, the way you approached people around you. And now the person that you are really has the potential to take you anywhere you want in life. And of course, as said, this is a love reading, and I'm going to focus mostly on relationship and love. But keep in mind that from what we see here in the cards, this is overall a very lucky time for you. In fact, I'm going to jump immediately on the clarifier cards where we have the stork and the clover. And this is a very clear message telling you that at this point in time, the ground around you is fertile. Not only you are the right person at the right time, but also the universe is pushing this energy towards you. It's doing everything that it takes here in order to give you everything that your heart desires. All the things you went through so far, all the time you had to spend waiting and maybe not seeing any results, first of all, made you who you are today. And second of all, it's now over. All the things that didn't go well, didn't go right till now are completely wiped out now. The Tower is showing us a lot of different elements in your life that won't be there anymore because they're not serving the purpose of seeing you and making you successful anymore. And this could be past lovers, friends, people around you who are really not enabling you to become this successful, beautiful being that can manifest anything that they want. Also, we see here the let go of insecurities, thoughts, and patterns that maybe you've had for the longest time, but that now you realize that are not good for you. And the Tower is showing up not just to tell us that these things are going to go away, but also as an advice for you to focus on what it's not good for you anymore. It's not really part of that person that you are envisioning in your head, successful and right next maybe to someone that you really love. Here we see that you have to let go of that image of yourself in order to get to the next step. And once you do that, there's no stopping you anymore. The Chariot is a very fast moving energy. They don't see anything around them. They just go straight to the point, fighting for what they think they deserve, for what they think it belongs to them. And this moving fast can also happen because there are no obstacles around this situation anymore. And this is another confirmation of the fact that you're getting to a point in life where you will really figure out all the main things around you all the things that are important for you to be successful. And so once you let go of things that are not going to take you to a happy place, all those obstacles will just be out of the way, and you will be able to focus on what's important. And the universe is right there, giving you all the energy you need in order to get there. And we can see that some of these elements that are showing up right here really see you as someone in charge. The King of Swords is the master of knowing how to handle any kind of situation. Like the Queen of Swords, we have someone who's able to detach from situations that maybe once made them very vulnerable, made them behave in a way that didn't really portray who they were. And right here instead, after understanding what's really important, after already going through so much, you know how to completely let go of the things that are not going to help you, not going to take you where you want to be. And so what we see here is that even if there are some obstacles, certain things showing up, you have the ability here to not take it personally, not to focus on maybe negative feedback or also negative thoughts that you might have. Instead, you're cutting through all of that energy and you're just making room for what makes you stable and happy. The Four of Wands is all about stability, and not just inside of you, but also building stability with someone new, with someone outside of yourself that you're really trusting and that you're really seeing as a life partner. There is a family here that it's being created around you. You got rid of all of these unstable foundation, and now what you're left with is the possibility to build something brand new. And I definitely see you sharing all of this new energy, all of this luck, this beautiful moment in your life that you are experiencing with someone you love. And this person really thinks the world of you. They see you as a victor, as someone who has achieved so much because they deserve it, because they are who they are. This is definitely going to be a fan of yours, someone who adores you, someone who cannot see anything wrong with you. You're perfect to them, and everything you do is just magic. This is how they're feeling, and it's definitely a beautiful way and a beautiful vision to have towards someone. But they don't have that vision just towards you, but towards this situation as well. They know that you're worth being vulnerable for, and they're not afraid to embark in this new adventure because they know that just by being right next to you, they will also see all of their dreams come true. And the main dream that I get from this card is for them to be with you, to build this foundation, to build a life together, to build memories. And in order to understand how these energies will evolve and what will come next, make sure to check out the extended reading link below. And also, if you want me to do a reading at the end of the month to see how these energies might potentially change and what new elements will come into the picture, make sure to leave a comment down below, #-follow-up. What we've seen from the reading was a beautiful time and energy that it's coming towards you, that sees you successful and in full control of your life. We see you building this new world with someone who you really love, someone who you really care about, and someone who sees you as a perfect being that they adore so much. And with the next few cards, we do get more messages around the situation, starting with the first one, Ace of Pentacles. And here you have a confirmation about what we were saying earlier, looking at the Magician and the Clover. This for you is not just going to be a good and lucky moment in your life relationship-wise, but there will be, in fact, a lot of different doors opening up for you. With the Ace of Pentacles, we see a lot of potential, a new world showing up behind that door. As you see it, very sparkly, very shiny, because it's going to be the promise of a very abundant future in every area of your life. And we don't see it just with this card, we see it in fact at the end of this journey with the Ten of Pentacles instead, which is showing the end of the cycle, a cycle that it's starting just now for you and that really has the potential to give you everything you've ever desired in life. If you're someone ambitious, someone who has a clear vision of what they want and how they want it, right now it's the perfect time to manifest all of it. These cards are definitely major, and they're all telling you that as long as you focus on what you want, you are going to get it. And keep in mind that, as we said, this is going to be valid for every area of your life. Although this is a love reading, the message that I'm getting from this card, it's pretty strong, and it's about everything around you. And with the Nine of Wands, we can in fact see all of these things coming true for you, which will make you happy, will make you feel complete, but at the same time, they will give you a lot of work. So, especially for someone that worked so hard to get what they are in life, we all get to a point where we are afraid to lose it all now that we have it. And on top of that, there are things that you will achieve that will actually give you a lot of work in order to maintain and in order to grow even bigger. The Nine of Wands is showing us all of these new elements that you finally have, all the things you worked for, and now you wear on your body as medals. But at the same time, they each have some weight, and that weight translates into you having to feed energy in all of these things. And this doesn't have to be a negative thing at all. It's something that you just need to consider, because often we just focus on the end result and never on what comes next. And for you, what comes next will be so huge and major that you will start having people trying to get some of it. The Five of Wands right here, it's showing us that you might have people around you who are still not acting in your best interest. Some people that survived this tower moment and they're still right there next to you. But this card is not just showing up because this is going to be the case, but also showing up because you are going to find out about this. And it's going to be a very crucial time in this journey of yours. This is telling us that although we grow and we collect experiences and tools in order to know how to achieve our goals and how to go through situations that might be uncomfortable, we never stop growing. That growth is still happening inside of us, around us, and it's all part of our life journey. At any point, we need to know how to best handle any kind of situation, from the happy one to the frustrating one to the sad one. And we've seen that energy of yours already showing up with the King of Swords, and it's showing up again with the Queen of Swords right after this Five of Wands, where we've seen maybe some people trying to feed off your success and take things from you that don't belong to them. We have a moment here where you will just be tested, and you will show yourself to be successful again. This is not a step back, in my opinion. It's just showing us that you really know what you're doing, and regardless of what's happening around you, even maybe from people whom you're really attached to, you know when to detach. You know when to focus on what's best for you in order to keep this momentum going. And this is not a side of you that doesn't belong to who you are. It's just another element of yourself that makes who you are. But you can easily switch in between this cold energy while dealing with frustrating situations and people that don't deserve you, to instead being the Queen of Wands, passionate, loving, confident, happy, and all about possibilities and potential in your life. I really see you as being the most balanced energy that I've ever seen, an energy that it's really capable of handling any kind of situation. And this is exactly what will make you successful in this relationship, in your career, in your friendships, in your community, in everything that you want to do, everything that you want to achieve. And so we've seen this journey starting We've seen you realizing how much work all these achievements are bringing to you. We've seen maybe some people still trying to take advantage of you and taking advantage of all the success, but nothing will stop you because you know how to handle them and how to handle any situation. We see you going from being the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Wands, passionate, loving, being seen as the Queen of Wands by this person especially, but by everyone around you, a VIP, a star. And the end of your journey in life, it's absolutely beautiful, where it sees you again abundant in every area, everything you can imagine, as long as you are focusing on what you want and not focusing on what you don't want. This is where you will end up. Ten of Pentacles is not just showing us someone abundant, but someone who has so much that was able to build a legacy for themselves, build things to leave to the people that will come after them. And this card right next to the clover, it's a beautiful way to end this reading, which is really telling us that you are about to embark on a brand new journey, on a brand new life that you worked hard for and that you deserve.